Hi, everybody. That was a wonderful talk that Jennifer gave. When she spoke about the Buddha's body extending through the universe, this is Vairocana Buddha. It's not Shakyamuni Buddha back there, but Vairocana Buddha. And Vairocana appears in the morning bell chant several times. And one of them is describing his body, and one of the phrases is the Buddha's body is long and wide. And I like to think of it as, Buddha's body is long and wide, takes us over to the other side. Okay. But the other, and there's several others, but one that really sticks in my mind because it's so wonderful is Vairocana has no fixed place. So when you say the Buddha's body extends through the universe, it sort of doesn't move, you know. It's sort of static. But when you say Vairocana has no fixed place, then everything's moving, everything's fluid, you know. So it's really wonderful. So thank you for your Vairocana talk. That was really wonderful. Are there any questions? Yes?
The candles.
What is with the candles? Well, you light them.
Do they mean anything?
Well, you know, do they mean anything? No. Do they have a function? Yes. So we have the candles, which I guess they represent the metaphors for air. And then we have water. We have a water bowl, which we open and close. And then we have incense, which is earth. And I guess also fire. I guess they're also fire.
Rice too, don't we?
What? Oh yeah, we have rice is the earth, yes, and is the earth. And then what?
Isn't candle fire?
Yeah, candle would be fire, and I guess incense is air. Yeah. And the reason we don't like the incense is because of allergies. Most places light incense, but we don't because people have allergies. But yeah. So in some sense, but it's also functional. You know, it's a way to mark, so opening the altar and closing the altar is a way to mark a beginning and an end of a part of practice. So it's a very functional thing. And many people have altars in their homes, and you know, they might light candles, they might light incense, they might simply bow to it, but it's a very functional thing, an altar, because it sets off the time. It says, okay, now we're beginning, now we're ending. Traditionally, before people had clocks, they would time their meditation with incense sticks. So when the incense burned down, then they would get up. So Buddhism is very functional. All our forms are very functional. So thank you for your question. And thank you everyone who corrected me. Okay. Are there any other questions? Yes.
Can you talk about non-attachment? What does non-attachment?
So the question is, what does non-attachment mean? Yeah, it doesn't mean what people think it means. A lot of people think that non-attachment means that you have no emotions. You know, you're like a stick of wood or something like that. Or they think it means you have to give away all your possessions and leave your job and leave your family. And it's true that the Buddha did that, but that wasn't non-attachment. So he did that because he had to get away if he wanted to wake up. But non-attachment means that something appears and then you let go of it when it's time to let go. So maybe we're filled with sorrow. And there's a place for sorrow. Sorrow is, in some sense, very functional. But then we hold on to our sorrow. And then it cripples us. Or maybe we hold on to our anger. Or maybe we hold on to our happiness. And then we can't respond appropriately. So non-attachment means not holding anything. Just, I want to say using everything, but the using is not like you're intending, you know, like you're using something, but just to make use of everything, to function with everything appropriately. So that's non-attachment. So when it's time to be happy, you're happy. When it's time to be sad, you're sad. When it's time to hug someone, you hug someone. When it's time to hang up the phone, as you push the button off. You don't hang up anymore. You know, get off the phone, you know. So when you own something, you know, own, nobody owns anything, right? But when you have something like, you know, this is the Zen Center's computer, it's the Zen Center's computer, right? But when it's time to give up the Zen Center's computer, the Zen Center can give it up. So that's what non-attachment means. It's not sticking to things. There's a line in the Diamond Sutra which is usually translated as, if you don't attach to any thought in your mind, then you are awake, or something like that. Shoda Harada has a wonderful translation of that in his book on the sixth ancestor. Abiding nowhere, awakened mind arises. So it's like Vairocana. You're abiding nowhere. You're not sticking to anything. You're not holding anything. You're just completely appropriate to whatever the situation is. So that's what non-attachment is. Yeah, people get really confused by this. Oh, you Buddhists, you're so horrible. You're not attached to anything. I love my husband. I love my wife. I love my husband. Hello. You know, that's not what it means. So thank you very much for your question. Anything else? Well, okay, it's a short talk. Oh, yes, wait, Liz.
I have a question. At the beginning, you said that it has no meaning, but it has a function.
Yeah.
So can you talk about the difference then between meaning and function?
Yeah, meaning is an idea that gets in the way. So I have an idea of something, and then I can't see it clearly. So if you say the meaning of this is such and such, then if I say the meaning of the candles, you notice I said metaphor, not meaning, but if I say the meaning of the candles is that when you're awakened, your light shines brightly. You know, suppose I said that. Then when you're lighting the candles, you're not lighting the candles. You know, you have this stupid idea in your head about this candle means that when, you know, but that's not what it is. So meaning is some idea that comes between us and this universe. And function means completely coming together. Okay? So thank you. All right. Are there any other questions? Okay, so now we are done.